So we don't lose anything in this vital
Any of this
conversation.
Yeah.
scintillating banter as always.
The banter is what people love. People don't give a fuck about the interviews. They just want to hear us.
Yawning through this whole thing.
That's great. Yeah, that'll be
It's
good.
sleepy time video ditch with
Sleepy Jake.
Sam, Nick, and Jake here tonight.
You know what they call that
welcome
guy?
back.
The president.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake Budden. So here we are.
Oh, we're
Another
introing?
episode of Video Ditch.
Oh yeah.
Sam, Nick, and Jake back together. The three of us. It's been a few weeks.
It's been far too long.
A few episodes rather since we've all shared the virtual desk. But here we are.
As Daft Punk would say, it's been too long.
And it's a classic style episode, you know, all 11 herbs and spices. We're just going to be talking about what we've been playing recently. Nick apparently has got a big list. He's telling Jake and I.
Oh yeah. I love games. I love gaming.
And I have been kind of in the process of waiting for big releases or kind of holding off on some big releases in the process of reappraising some titles in my library and kind of just reappraising my approach to gaming yet again. But we can get to that when we talk about just what we've been playing. And Jake, how are you doing tonight?
I've never been better, Sam. Thanks for asking.
You look great.
You look
Thanks.
great, pal.
I feel great.
Never
Yeah,
looked
I feel
better.
like-
You know?
Thanks. Yeah.
You look like $100.
Wow,
So
thank you.
we'll see if we can keep Jake awake tonight on today's show.
Smoke some
the next
crack,
challenge.
man.
Yeah. I know. I always brew a cup of coffee when we're
I
recording.
shotgun a beer before this. I'm
Later
like
in the-
shot out
it's
the cannon.
Fucking like 9 o'clock at
Wait a
night. I'm
minute.
not drinking coffee.
I know, 9 o'clock
It's-
on a Friday,
It's the weekend, man.
bedtime.
It's all the more fuel for when we stop recording this godforsaken podcast and I can play Pirate Yakuza.
It's true.
Fridays are tough. Fridays
It's
are
true.
tough.
Fridays are tough. Well, thanks for enduring with us. We always appreciate it. Should we just get right into it?
Let's just get into
I don't
it.
know if there's any.
There's
yeah,
no
let's
preamble.
get right.
Who cares about film? There's been nothing. I saw every Twilight movie back to back for Valentine's Day.
Oh, man.
Better than I remember.
Can't wait to hear about
I gotta
that.
say. That's about it.
Okay, good.
You know, you guys ever seen it?
Yeah,
I
I've seen
have.
all of them.
Yeah.
Mhm,
I think
yeah.
I've only seen two, but
Better than you remember, huh?
Better than I remember.
I'll take the bait. Really?
Just in case my wife listens to this episode.
Mhm.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on to the stuff that matters. Well, do we want to talk about the big shared release between you and I first, Nick, or do you want
It's
to talk
true.
about your
It's
individual
out.
picks?
It's better. It's better than you could have ever dreamed. Jake, you should play it too, since you love Assassin's Creed 4 specifically.
For the uninitiated, Nick and I are talking about the latest release from
RGG.
RGG Studios. Thank you.
Yeah. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Yes. Yes.
Those who don't know, for those of you who are living under a fucking rock and are completely brain dead morons,
Okay, well.
the newest entry into the Yakuza series is kind of like if you took the very boring, historically accurate game, true to life game, Assassin's Creed 4, and made it fun. Made it something worth playing instead of kind of this sort of nerd history class treading through the books bullshit. And injected some personality into it, injected some fun into it. You got treasure, you got combat, and you got a little baby tiger. What more could you ask for?
Is it part of the Yakuza canon?
It is. It's completely 100%
Yeah,
canon.
it's post the events of
Mhm.
Like a Dragon 8, it seems, which I'm getting a little spoiled, but as you know,
Yeah, it does. It gives
I
away the
played-
ending to 8, like instantly.
yeah, I played the man who erased his name like without beating 7, so I feel kind of the
Right.
same way.
Were you
about this
shocked
one,
when
where
he
it's
was
like,
alive?
Not really. Not really at all. But yeah, I guess that I was wondering if that was like a crucial spoiler.
That's like the very end of 8.
Okay.
The thing
I was
that they
like,
tell
huh.
you at the very beginning of
Yeah,
Pirate
I was,
Yakuza.
yeah, scratching my chin a little bit during that cutscene, but okay, good to know. Yes, and for our viewers and listeners, what Nick just said, really, it's it could be put as simply as it's Japanese. It has the Japanese stuff that Nick likes mixed into the pirate theming
That Jake
I
likes.
think that, yeah, truly,
Yeah,
it's
I
true
love
synthesis.
pirates.
You,
Love
you're,
pirates,
you're the only
man.
fucking One Piece fan out of the three of us.
It's true, actually. You
Yeah.
do.
Does
You
that
do
just make
enjoy
me love
pirates, man?
pirates?
I mean, do
What's
you
One Piece
not?
about?
I mean, yeah, I love One Piece. It's not like I'm just like fucking
And
hanging
Assassin's
Jack
Creed
Sparrow
4.
shit around my
You
house
love
and
Assassin's Creed 4. You were always talking about Black Flag, which I assume
I
wasn't the band.
the only thing I was talking about is how it was the
Henry
last
Rollins.
good one.
Yeah,
Did you hear about the remake that's coming out later this year, Jake?
I don't care.
They're remaking Black Flag.
Apparently,
I
you know
hope
what
it.
I think it is I feel like they're flipping assets from that game. What was it, Skull and Bones?
Yeah, most
Oh, for
likely.
Right?
sure.
They're like, you
I
know what?
mean,
We have all this.
The quadruple A game.
if the new
Might as
Assassin's Creed
well.
doesn't have sailing and shit, then yeah, what are you doing? It's in fucking Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Yeah.
figured that. So they remake Black
Yep.
Flag
Yeah,
and
that's
come
rumored to
out with
come out
another
later
one that
this year.
has.
That
Like
is
in the
embarrassing.
latter half of the year.
That is
Oh, they're for
embarrassing if
sure
it doesn't
just
have sailing.
they're just using all those assets for sure.
Yeah,
Like all
from
three of those
Skull and
games have the same
Yeah,
fucking
asset
gameplay and
reusing
assets.
assets, that's fucking stupid.
Assets.
Anyways, Yakuza, the greatest game series ever.
Yeah, but when they do it, it's good.
When they do it, I like it.
It's like coming back home when Ubisoft flips acid.
It's
You know,
evil.
it pisses me off when I see the same cargo pants in Ghost Recon and Far Cry and The Division. I weep.
Mhm. When I see the same animations from Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I'm like, what the fuck is this cash grab shit? This fucking slop.
Annual releases. No. We're not going to get into the woes of Assassin's Creed. Not right now, not this episode. Maybe when the new one comes out. Although I feel like, I'll play it probably. Will I play it for more than like
Yeah.
4 hours? Because I didn't beat Mirage was the last one. I love an open world. You know me. Susceptible. But fucking hell. Knocked me off my train of thought.
It was just
Pirate
bad.
Yakuza.
Right.
Yeah,
And I was
so
just gonna
talk
say
about Yakuza.
people should just play fucking Rise of the Ronin if you want like an open
Oh,
world
yeah.
stealth samurai game. Fucking
If you
play
can
that.
handle, PS2
If you can
graphics,
handle
play Way the Samurai.
There you go. There's something even more interesting.
Yeah, but if no anti-aliasing doesn't make you tear your eyes out like Oedipus, you should try it.
Yeah, I think
All
it's hard. It's hard to convince the younger generation. But back to
Yeah, talk about Yakuza.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
it's
wanna
good.
interrupt
It's
the
good,
his
man.
latest game.
Jake,
is a good game.
you should genuinely and truly play it.
I will, but I
Though
dude,
you
I
never
just how
played
am
any of them.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm
Well,
never
here's the
gonna.
thing.
They come out so fucking
Majima
much.
has amnesia. You'll be learning with him the whole story.
It is interesting. This one does feel
It feels like a new Yakuza comes out every year.
No, it's twice a year.
since 2017 they've been on a fucking roll, which I couldn't be happier
No,
about.
it's great.
It's like
It's
they're
great.
getting the
It's
flowers.
overwhelming.
But I could understand how intimidating from the outside perspective. And we've mentioned this many times before. Whenever we talk about this series with
Of
you,
course,
Jake, it's like,
yeah.
oh, I can't.
No, sorry,
So,
I'll stop for
Yeah.
real.
No, you got to get it day one because by the time you're finished, the next one's out. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah. I was playing Like a Dragon 8 last year at this time, and now I'm playing the new one. So hilarious annual releases. We were just talking about the evils of Assassin's
No, it's
Creed.
Sega. It's
Yeah.
different. It's fine.
It truly is though. And I was thinking about, the appeal of these games and how each title justifies itself. And it is because each one has truly unique features to like the individual title.
Mm.
To the detriment or to the merit of the series, I suppose that's subjective. But it certainly makes each game feel unique. And this one is no different. The pirate theming is how do you feel about that, Nick? How do you feel about
When I
the
first saw it,
pirate in Hawaii
I
kind of
thought,
angle?
interesting. But then I thought, he has an eye patch. He already has a blade. Why the hell not? And I mean, it's the framing device they give, not to give anything away because the game did just come out yesterday, but the framing device and the way that Majima is the way the story is being told to you, it does kind of, you can justify like, okay, this makes sense because of the way it's being presented. Perhaps it didn't all go this way. Maybe this didn't actually happen in this really bombastic, crazy ass way. But I really like playing this really bombastic, crazy ass way, so I can let it slide.
That's what Sophia was saying yesterday. She's like, I feel like so much of this is just embellishment.
Yeah, because I mean,
Or
like,
could be read as that.
It's like the first thing he says. So it's not a spoiler, so nobody, dox me and come to my house and shoot me in the head and kill me. Like the first thing he says when he meets the kid who only speaks English is like, "Oh yeah, there's a bit of a language barrier, but let's just get past that. Like, don't worry about it."
I can assume what this kid's
It
saying.
wouldn't be interesting if they took like 8 hours of Majima going through English textbooks or pointing at things and telling the kid what to get him. No one would
Cat.
want to
Yeah.
play that.
I don't know. Some people will want to play that,
Yeah,
but
well,
it wouldn't be the action spin-off that this one is.
exactly.
And it's a return to real-time combat, right? So that's kind of the appeal here, as opposed to last year's release. Aside from the Judgment games, I was worried that Yakuza wouldn't have the brawling kind of combat, but Kiryu's game and now this are proving certainly
Yeah.
otherwise.
Seems to be like what the whole Gaiden is setting up to
Exactly.
be.
Yes.
Not just a return to the action format, but also like a really crazy
Yeah, it feels like it
Dynasty
kind of
Warriors
is
almost.
jumping the shark.
Literally.
I suppose so. I suppose so. And I guess that's something I'm trying to reconcile while playing it, or figure out how I really feel. Is like, do I enjoy this the way that it has? And I do. I think I have been so far, but like by the end, will I still feel the same way? And no, it's quite good. I mean, not to just shower praise upon praise upon praise, but it like
It feels
a
like a
good
sub
tropical
story
environment.
fleshed out into
Oh,
a full game.
You think so? I
Yeah,
guess.
well, I mean, he's literally amnesiac on the beach, and he
Hmm.
meets guys who LARP as pirates and use
Yeah.
old-timey
Yeah.
buccaneering equipment. And everyone's just like, yep, that's just
Keel
how we
haul
do
his
it.
ass.
That's just how
Yeah.
we do it around here. And he's like, all
Hmm.
right.
Yeah, that's island living, brother.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Yeah, I really enjoy the setting, right? A good tropical island vibe. It's like the heydays. It's like the cover of Final Fantasy X, you know?
Exactly. Now, Jake, you can
Right?
get in on this. You're a big Final
Right.
Fantasy 10 head.
Those who know understand like how inviting that sort of atmosphere is, and
Hmm.
the game, along with last year's game, captures it so well. I
Oh,
think
yeah. You can see Waka in the background playing Blitzball. It's awesome.
Blitzball, yeah, totally. Oh
Talking about how
man,
much he hates fucking Al Bed.
I do have a criticism, and I think this is, I think it could be seen as, I think it's valid. The music, I don't appreciate the effect that Pirates of the Caribbean has had on pirate media
Do you want
and the
something
musical stylings.
really funny?
Hmm.
I've heard like none of the new music outside of the combat themes because I just
Mhm.
have the MP3 player on because I downloaded all the old songs.
Yes, 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 yes. Of course.
So I'm just
Oh,
listening
it's
to Today's a
even
Diamond.
amazing. That's super funny. But even with the battle themes, or like the main menu theme, or just the pause menu theme, or some of the just dialogue themes, I loathe the score of Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just that energy.
I've only ever
And
seen the first one of those.
it
me
feels
too.
just like, I
It
mean,
was
that's the best
fine.
one, which is
It
which is
was it was
fine,
good.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I mean, for taking a fucking theme park ride and making a whole movie
Very
out of that,
funny.
I'd say they
yeah.
succeeded.
Yeah.
You took that as far as you could go, and you didn't need to make 7 movies afterwards.
Still doing it.
There's
I,
seven.
I don't know. I don't know.
They
Oh,
are,
Maybe
yeah.
five. Maybe
They're
5.
trying to replace Jack Sparrow
Uh,
now with a lady, I heard,
I
because
think that no. I think that
oh
project
really?
got, yeah,
Oh, well then yeah, it's over.
the Margot Robbie led Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. Yeah, I don't think that ever happened. Or, well, it certainly never happened, but it never took off.
Materialized.
Yeah, which is fine. But the music is the only thing that kind of bums me out. I think it's nice to hear new music in the series. It's not the same fucking themes that you've heard from like the past 6 entries, 7 entries, when you're just talking to people at sub stories. Yeah. How far have you gotten? How many hours have you played
I've
through it
been
so
stuck
far?
in Madlantis for hours. I haven't even gotten to the next.
Atlantis.
I did something I've never done before. I did the entire batting cages mini game, every single
Nice.
stage, everything. I've always hated it. I've always thought the baseball segment
Oh,
sucked,
no way,
but they
dude.
completely overhauled it for like
No
idiots like
way.
me.
Oh,
Have you gotten that far yet?
I've not gone to
Well,
Atlantis.
you'll
I know what
see.
it is, but I love the fucking baseball mini
I
game,
hate
dude.
it. It's
I mean,
because I
all
think
of
it's
them.
I just had to grind it for so long to get like
Oh,
all the rare items and shit because there's stuff that's
hmm,
only there and you have to play it for
yeah.
fucking hours.
Hmm.
I'm like sick of it. It's like eating. It's not the worst thing. It's like eating a pound of peanut butter. It's like yeah, I like it. I don't like that much.
I don't like it that much. Hmm. Fair enough. I mean, I guess I'm just such a sucker for Yakuza 5 and
Right.
6.
Yeah, it's such a
When
Shinada head.
baseball was so prominent. Yeah, and in 6 you literally have this like baseball team you manage. It's so fucking
That's
sick.
awesome.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
see,
That's
great. Like
awesome.
he's getting one
It's the only
over.
sport I
I was like,
like.
oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, you
I'm
can
not even a
manage a
baseball
team.
fan, and I was like, this is fun as fuck.
And four, you can
um,
manage a dojo.
yeah, that's I need to like I want to revisit 4, but every time I do, it's just
It's
like
great.
this is so ugly. This game is so
They're all
ugly.
ugly. Even Zero's ugly if you replay it. Get over
Oh,
it.
maybe. You're probably right.
I
I don't
am.
know. But no, they're ugly as well. You acknowledge they're ugly. So I guess we agree there.
That's the point.
That is not the point.
They did it on purpose. It's artistic.
That is not the point.
Okay.
But there's no, yeah. Now they're just fucking gorgeous. I guess, yeah. I'm only like maybe 2, 3 hours in, right? I just got the fucking pirate outfit, right?
Yeah. So you
Um,
just got the ship.
and I have to go find more crew. But already, like even in that short amount of time, just like the cooking mini game
Hmm.
and everything is there's just
You're
so much
addicted.
to like there.
You're in
Yeah.
the Yakuza cycle. You're fully sucked in. You're gonna
I'm
lose
fully
80
sucked in,
hours.
and the combat certainly helps, right? Like I liked 8. I liked 8 a lot. I like Hawaii a lot in 8, but the battles were just not as fun to me as other
As
titles
seven.
from the studio. So going back to real time is very refreshing, and it's really interesting what they've done with his moveset, like being able to jump and
Yeah.
dive the
Actually
way
giving
he
him
does.
moves.
Yeah, I quite enjoy it.
It's
Looking
great
forward.
playing it after playing the Kiwami 2 little Majima side story disappointment and
Shit is
seeing
a
they actually
joke.
fleshed him out fully.
Yeah. Looking forward to playing more. My last bit about it, I want to ask you. I mean, you're obviously playing in Japanese,
Yeah.
so am
Duh.
I. But how do you feel about the choice of Matthew Mercer as the English dub of
Oh,
Goro Majima?
Nonsense. I don't get it at all. I do not
Mhm.
understand. I think that he just like shows up and like, oh well, hey, it's the guy from Critical Role. What are you doing here at Sega
Hey,
HQ? You want to be Majima? Go ahead. No audition. Nothing. You just take it.
was he
Just take
someone
it.
else before?
he's worked with the studio. He was in the Judgment dub.
There was no
Okay.
the Majima, the English voice actor for Majima before was Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Hamill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the
really?
PS2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Mark
Which he
Hamill does
claims to
not
have
remember
no
this.
memory. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know who this guy is.
That's funny.
Which is very funny. um yeah, no, I think it's strange. But he certainly has a working relationship with Sega. Like he worked on Persona. He was in Persona 5 as what's his ass?
Morgana.
No,
No.
the
What?
art guy. What's his
Oh yeah.
name? The
I don't know, man. I didn't play it in English.
You didn't play it in English. Well, I played it in both. So yeah, what's his
His name's
name?
Yusuke.
Yusuke.
Oh, he was Yusuke. That's right.
Right. I was like, it's not Yosuke because that's 4.
That's
Yeah.
4. I know that confused the fuck out of me.
Yosuke. God damn it. Yeah. Anyway,
They should just drop
just wanted
Persona.
to see
They
how
should
you
just keep
how you
making more
feel about
metaphor
that.
games. Honestly, Persona should just die.
No,
They should just make metaphor.
no. I mean, they should keep making metaphor, but
Yeah, I still
I'm
gotta
all for
play
more
that.
Persona.
Fuck.
It's great.
I
I
know.
mean, yeah. The there's a trial I think on PSN you could try.
It's like 20
Oh, I'm
2
hours.
hours.
actually. I think I own it already. I just need to
Oh,
play
there
it.
you go. There you go.
Come on, man. It's only like what 300 hours? You got
Yeah, I
time?
know. I'm gonna play 7 first, remake,
Final Fantasy 7?
Mm,
and then
No.
maybe I'll take a
Are you
break
gonna play
between
both? Are
remake
you gonna
and.
do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both for sure.
Yeah, but are you gonna do them like consecutive?
I don't think so because I've already heard people burning out from
Mhm.
just doing like remake.
Yeah.
I mean, just rebirth. I've heard people like,
Yeah.
even taking 2 years in between, they're still just like, oh man, there's just so much content, I guess, in rebirth.
There is, which is
I
cool.
don't.
Like considering like how much we praise the Yakuza series for having like all this robust side content. Like to its credit, the second part of the remake has a lot of like mini games and such, which is cool. But it also, I don't know. Sometimes playing them, I get the feeling that it's like the feeling of playing some of the mini games in Kingdom Hearts 3, where it's like
Soulless?
not necessarily soulless, but almost outsourced. Like, and I know some were certainly outsourced. I was like, I know the gummy ship stuff was outsourced from Square
Yeah, that
Enix,
was I never
Uh,
liked it, but it was the worst there.
mhm. So, I mean, yeah, it could be a quantity over quality thing, but kind of talking about going back to what I mentioned at the top of the show about my approach with games. I think I'm just trying to be more aware of the state of mind that I'm in, and like emotional state that I'm in going into a game before like really passing a whole lot of judgment on it, because I think that that context that you're in affects so much of what you're receiving and playing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you go into something, you're like, this is a big piece of shit, and I'm gonna hate it, then
Mhm.
you'll probably
For
hate it.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
I get that. I
it is
don't go
it
into
is
any game. I'll just say that, like, I don't play any games that I think, oh, I'm gonna hate this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a game
mhm,
and be like, I can't wait for this to fucking suck.
Yeah, so
mhm.
I don't know. When you say that, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I go into a game expecting to enjoy it.
And not necessarily that. Uh just like
Maybe just
how
picking
do you
your
explain it?
times when you want to play
Like
a
your
game.
actual emotional state, like, oh,
Hmm.
my dog just got run over in front of me. Huh, what to
Like
take my mind
being,
off
yeah,
of it?
yeah,
Perhaps I'll play Final Fantasy Rebirth. I
Yeah,
can't get into it.
and then
I
every
can't get
time you go
into it.
back to
Yeah.
replay it, you just remember your dog
Hmm.
Yeah.
dead
You remember him
with a
like
hill on the road.
half crushed crawling toward you.
Yeah. I guess it's more to the point of trying to approach each game at its level, and not bring in any baggage each time trying to experience it,
I
That way you
think, I
can
mean, you can have
allow it to.
expectations.
No, certainly, certainly. I guess I'm not articulating myself very well here.
It's fine, dude. It's like
Hmm.
9:30 on a weeknight.
Yeah.
Sorry. It
It's
must be news
midnight
at
on the
you.
East Coast. Come on.
Hmm.
Is it 9? Yeah,
It
about.
is 3 hour time difference. Yeah. All right.
I'm
Anywho.
fine. I feel great. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. I don't know if we're succeeding in keeping Jake awake.
No, he's fine. He loves
Great.
it.
Don't worry about it. I love it. I hear you though, Sam. I hear you. Like right now, wouldn't want to take on a new game, be honest. Might not be in my full mindset for
Right,
taking
yeah,
on.
and like if someone's like, okay, Jake, you have to play Red Dead Redemption 2 right now.
No,
Like that would
I'm just
I
kidding.
recognize that would be the fucking worst
Yeah.
experience, right? And I guess being aware of like, yeah, just the effect of like how that has on your perception of a game, and not letting that define it, right? And I think the idea of reappraising things and being open to that, I think, is important with games, because especially like when there's a lot of noise around a game, that's always going to affect kind
Yeah.
of when you're going into it.
Contrarian mind. You're gonna be like, I bet it's actually bad.
I mean,
I bet it's
if
actually
that's your
not good.
mindset,
That's just yours.
certainly.
Like
Something I
that's
gotta get over, I
exclusive.
guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Jesus
Right.
Christ.
But
Like
maybe,
your
but like
biggest flaw.
people listening to like this episode might be like, oh, like this Yakuza game, like it's got to be good if
These
these
guys
guys
keep
are raving
talking it
about
up. They play like
Oh
this
yeah.
fucking
This
sucks.
fucking blows. Like,
They
what
know
is this?
our
This combat is not like God of War or like something like
Yeah.
that.
My axe, I don't even have a meaty axe to
Mhm.
swing. What the hell?
they know our opinions are paramount.
Oh yeah. Form your own opinions, but
They
also listen to us. We are God.
Yes, the prophets of Video Ditch.
Yeah, benevolent.
Mhm.
But we can
Dangerous.
be vengeful.
And any closing thoughts on this pirate Yakuza in Hawaii?
I've only
Before we
played it
move on.
for insanely 6 hours, and I feel like I barely scratched the first 1% of it.
No, I think that's totally normal, and I'm with you there.
And
Games are
you
know,
dense. You
can't
gotta
wait to
sink your
see
teeth into 'em.
what happens next.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I think the guidance shit's really just embracing just being completely over the top and ridiculous, and
Mhm.
that's just the way it is for the side
Yeah,
stories.
fucking Kiri, like Spider-Man swinging and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shooting
'cause
people.
Man Who Raised Names is fucking way out
awesome.
there.
Yeah, just ridiculous spy thriller shenanigans. Yeah, that was a theme I could really get into over the pirate aesthetic, frankly. But I'm just happy to be back in the steel-toed boots of Majima. It feels good.
I got a game.
No, well,
You
is
got a
it
game?
Is it
Yeah.
RuneScape?
Yep. No, it's not RuneScape, but I'm happy to talk about RuneScape anytime you want, Nick. You just ask away.
There you go. RuneScape special. That's coming. That's on the Patreon.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do a
Hey, all
solo
our guests love
episode
it.
on
Anytime you bring it
RuneScape.
up.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Really?
real nostalgic
You haven't
game.
noticed?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
oh,
fair enough. That's
RuneScape,
true.
this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
guy has sex.
Yeah.
RuneScape.
That's
What's
right.
your fishing level?
Fucking
69?
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, Jake, your
So
game, please.
have you heard of Bazaar?
Bizarre, or is it
Bazaar.
like bizarre?
Like
Like
a
Bazaar.
store, like a marketplace.
That's the yeah, yes, Bazaar.
bizarre
Check it
game?
out. It's kind of taken the
Is
spot
it on
of
Steam?
Balatro for the time being for me right now. Yeah,
Wow,
it's
that's
on
pretty
Steam.
big.
It's big. It's really good. It's like a roguelike where you basically have to win. Well, it's like a deck builder roguelike, I guess. It's kind of like Balatro or Slay the Spire in a way, but it's both PVM and or PvE and PvP. So you do like these 10 rounds. You have to beat like 10 and it's 10 bosses basically, or like 10 opponents. And once you hit 10, you get like a key to where you get to play someone online with your build that you've been building.
So your reward is playing against real people.
Yeah.
I
And you
do
have
like
like time
that.
to build
Yeah.
that
When you get like
deck
a
up.
fucking like insane death
Yeah.
deck.
Yes,
So you just like
exactly.
steamroll someone.
And it's constantly updating, so it's meta. There's like metas, so, it's very good,
Nice.
very
Yeah. I
good.
mean, my guilty
It's
pleasure
early
lately has been
access
playing
too.
the fucking Pokemon mobile game just so that I can like completely annihilate 12-year-olds
Yeah, I
with
get
my
it. I get it. I've
stupid
heard that's good
overpowered
too.
deck.
I've heard that's good.
So
The
yeah,
trading
I do
card
want to
game?
check that out.
Hmm.
Wow.
Are you like, why is it called Bazaar? Are you like in a store or something? Very Latin?
It's hard to explain.
Arabian
Um,
Nights themed?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of. I mean,
Interesting.
not yeah, kind of. It's got an Arabian theme for
You know,
sure.
contact that guy, see if he wants to come on and see if he wants to give me a free
Okay.
copy.
You guys
Imagine
want to
if we
talk
had gotten
about
local folk
Bazaar?
on,
God,
or
man, don't
that
even
popped
say
out.
that.
I know.
I was
I know.
searching for him at the Game Awards. Well hidden.
Yeah, I wouldn't. He wasn't there,
I had
right?
to protect him.
He was hiding.
Oh, because yeah, he didn't go up to accept any
He
awards,
sent
right?
his minions,
I
sent his
thought so.
goons.
I thought
Oh,
so.
that's
I wasn't
epic.
sure, but
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, very nice, Jake.
that was my entry. I'm done.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh
Kill
yeah.
people online with stupid overpowered decks or get killed and
Nick, I think
become
you really fucking like this
homicidal.
game.
Oh
I think
yeah,
you
I
would
love
really like this game.
the competitive aspect of it because the thing with Balatro was like, yeah, it's fun to make the number go up, but what's the
Right.
point?
At a
But if you
certain
get to
point, yeah.
then take your stupid overpowered deck and beat
Right.
someone's ass with
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
then
That's
it's
pretty
fun.
cool.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Then it becomes infinitely
Very nice.
replayable. Speaking of competitive,
Yeah.
what I was playing, what I was the one
Love it.
thing that's been able to tear me away from Majima has been the Fatal Fury open beta, the new Garo
Oh, Fatal
City of the
Fury.
Wolves.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks great, it plays great, it feels great. I'm really enjoying it. People are complaining, saying they can't get matches. I'm not having that issue, probably because I'm just playing with my friends. But
Huh, go figure. That's wild.
yeah,
Who would have thought? 2D fighting game, for those that don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
loving it. I'm loving it. I remember
Is
when
it a return to this
KOF.
cast? Like,
It's a
have they
return to
not
the
been
Garo
present?
cast.
Okay.
Yeah. They've been somewhat present in King of Fighters,
Hmm.
but this is the first new entry in the Fatal Fury series since I think like 2000 is when Garo came out. 2001. It's been a
Yeah, some
long, long time.
Dreamcast time. Yeah, I played
I
that shit on the
think,
Dream.
yeah, it was at the same time as like Street Fighter 3, the first
Hmm.
one, not even Third Strike.
Yeah.
And it was a fantastic game,
Hmm.
great new mechanics. They made it they've kind of ditched the older style of linking hits where you had to frame perfectly input attacks instead of buffering it. They're a little more lenient now, but the technical execution is still very present and
Okay.
it can be very difficult, but it doesn't feel like you have to, shatter your hands into a million pieces to get those really cool combos off, which I do like. And
Hmm.
I really like SNK designs. I really like Terry. I really like playing as him. I
Wow.
think it's a
Okay.
lot of fun.
Have you come around to his design with his hair down?
No, I mean, as soon as it comes out, I'm switching to his original design.
Ah,
But
the
I like it
bondage
more
jacket's so
here.
sick.
I like it more here in
Oh
this
yeah, yeah.
one than I did, I think, even in the original one.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
I always appreciated that look.
although I think I
Mm,
want to try
that
out
rock.
Butt when he comes in. No, I want to try out
There you
Butt or Marco Rodriguez is his new name.
go. Hmm.
Apparently,
Right. We've talked about this guy before.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try him out.
Hmm. I do like the kind of they are 3D models, right? With
The
the
3D
art.
models and a
Yeah, but it's
2D
on a 2D
plane.
plane. Hmm.
It's a 4-button fighter.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say gameplay wise, how would this compare to something like Street Fighter 6?
Very similar to Street Fighter 6. It seems easier because you only have 4 buttons, but it's not.
Hmm.
There's still command inputs. There's still a healthy amount of special moves. There's still dragon punches, quarter circles. They did get rid of like crazy pretzel moves that make your fingers snap off
That's good.
for better or worse.
Is it tag fighter or single fighter?
Single. King of Fighters is the tag fighter.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on.
So it's one-on-one. It's the comeback mechanic, the way that they utilize it, it's health
Mhm.
based. So you can either have your like superpower at the beginning, middle, or end of your health bar based on your play style. So you can
Mhm.
pretty much just start off the match full powered, completely
Just
steamroll the
rush
guy.
him. Yeah.
But if they get like 5 hits off on you, you lose access to half your tools. So
Hmm. Right
it's
on.
good. I
Risk
like it a
versus
lot.
reward. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And everyone looks great.
And it's the beta you were playing, or
It's the
it's a
open beta
open beta? Okay. And that's set to come out this year?
sometime this year. I don't know when.
Nice. Yeah. Well,
But,
right on. Okay, cool. And you're playing on your Steam Deck, I assume.
I am, and you know what? It
Yeah.
actually looks better than Street Fighter 6 to me.
Nice.
I don't know if
I
that's like magic or art design or
I
what, but
think yeah, art design or art direction rather, yeah. I think it would kind of be better optimized for the Steam Deck as
did I
well.
say art design?
You did say art design.
My brain fucking 1 centimeter
Nah,
diameter?
it's,
Jesus Christ.
it's the I understood what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like it would be less system intensive than the art style of Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, but it looks great. It looks cool.
Cool.
Looks good.
Right
It's
on.
fun.
Yeah,
Snappy. It's responsive, and it just makes sense.
yeah. I do like Rock Howard, so I gotta
Yeah,
check
I
it
mean, it's
out.
free
Yeah. Oh, if it's
right
on
now.
console, I might check it out. Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
What do you guys
Is it
think about
crossplay?
Switch 2? Sorry, go ahead. Thought we were done. Go. Keep
Switch
going.
to just waiting like God. When they stop talking about fucking SNK shit.
Well, last question for Nick. Is it crossplay? Or is
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
100%.
Okay. The Switch 2, Jake asked about
If
moments ago.
it's not even as powerful as the Steam Deck, I won't. I'll probably still get it, honestly, because they're gonna put out like a
The
Smash or something for it.
exclusives.
So I don't have
Yeah.
a choice. If they put
Yeah.
out the sad thing about it is because I was indoctrinated, they put the worm in my head when I was a little infant. If they say like new Mario Odyssey
Mm,
on the Switch 2, I'm like, well, now I have to buy it. Now I have to buy a
right.
new $500 console, even though it's weaker than the Steam Deck and I can do much less on it. And the games are $80. I have to get it just so I can play Mario 2 and so I can play Smash Ultimate Plus.
Ultimate Plus. That's funny. It's funny.
It sucks, but it's just like the way it is.
Oh, I was unmuted. From what I understand about the, sorry, I sneezed. From what I heard about the hardware, if
Mhm.
this is to be true, it's much more powerful than a Steam Deck.
Mm.
We'll see.
We'll
I hope.
see.
Like much more powerful.
I've heard conflicting reports.
I've heard this like as much as a PS4 Pro.
Pro, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've heard. Which is that better than a Steam Deck?
It's
I'm
about the
not sure.
same.
I'd say.
I don't know if it's true. I've
Oh.
just heard from,
I mean, listen, if they're
Right.
able to release
Yeah,
a
the rumor
handheld,
mill.
if Nintendo releases a first-party handheld that is up to par or even surpasses like the Xbox One Series S,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
That's the budget one, the S.
yeah.
That's great. That would be
Yeah.
more than worth it.
I think that's what it was being compared to, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
There's a couple different
Um,
YouTube videos I watched on it.
But
Yeah.
but if it doesn't, that sucks. That sucks. That I'm gonna have to spend
Oh, for sure.
$1,000 on a
I
piece
have
of garbage.
$1,000.
I have
And
no
I have no choice. That they're
hope.
holding
That's
a
insane.
Mario is personally holding a gun to my head, forcing me to buy this shit.
I'm definitely
What?
gonna get one for sure. I don't think I mean I'll both get
No,
one
I
if we
mean,
both have Switches.
There's
but,
listen. There's
you
gonna be
know.
like 4 in the house. I'm gonna have 2. Joanna's gonna have 2. Sam, you're probably gonna have to get. It's just gonna appear in your house. Is the thing. It's the thing with Nintendo like hardware. It just you just
Yeah.
wake up, you black
You
out, you
get
wake up,
it.
you're like you have a switch in your hand. You're like, where the
Yeah,
fuck this?
Joy Cons in
Oh,
each
for
of your
sure.
hand when you wake up.
For
And
sure.
I'm
There's no other
completely
way to
naked
play
in a
it,
field,
so,
surrounded with blood.
yeah.
What have I done? Yeah.
Now, the
Start
second they
crying.
announced, Mario, Zelda actually is
Zelda.
not a system seller for me anymore, but new
It is
3D
for me
Mario.
and Sam.
I didn't even buy the one.
Tears?
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom.
They should have just.
You didn't buy
It
Tears of
was
the
really
Kingdom?
good.
Oh, shit.
It was really fucking.
Mhm.
Sure.
I revisited over Christmas and it was
It's so good.
it's really
I
good.
still- I don't
Holy
feel like
shit!
so
Like
fucking good.
that is my favorite Hyrule. Like I think, and I'm not
Yeah,
super
me too.
attached to the franchise, to be frank, but I like just the direction.
I
of
think
that
I just,
game.
I
It's
just really
beautiful.
was hoping for something
Excellent.
like Majora's Mask since they were going back to the
I
same
thought
setting.
it was going to
and
be
then
weirder. That's my hope
Yeah.
as well. That was
they
my
did
hope. It was
nothing
going to be
in
like
that realm.
dark and
Yeah.
strange.
Me too. The way that the
and higher stakes, but
trailers initially
Mhm.
portrayed it was like, I mean, they added the depths and all, which were creepy for about the first 30 minutes, and then
it's just dark.
it's
Yeah,
just
once you
dark.
realize it's just the world
God,
map.
fucking damn it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, regardless of what you think about them, I feel like I'm glad I played them, even though they're not the
Skyward
best games in the
Sword.
series. I don't
Did
feel
you
any
not enjoy Skyward
regrets
Sword, Jake?
skipping
Fair enough. I like
The
the
only
I
Zelda
like
game
the
I
art
don't
style of
like.
it.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
Skyward
really?
Sword's not good. It's
It's
not a
the
fun
only
game to
Zelda game
play,
I did not enjoy.
but I'm still glad I played it.
I like its world.
Nick,
I
trying to say
still
that fucking Skyward Sword is anywhere even close to like being as enjoyable as Tears of the
Not
Kingdom, which you didn't
enjoyable. It's
play,
just
is
like
crazy.
every Zelda game has like its own identity to me. Like Majora's Mask, I feel like the strongest sense of identity, despite being like a total asset flip of Ocarina of Time. And I just didn't
Hmm.
feel any of that from Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't feel like that connection or that like that sense of individuality or anything. I just felt like I was playing Breath of the Wild again, but with more areas. It felt like a DLC, you know?
No, I
I
don't,
couldn't get
because
into it.
it had so much more than what Breath of
Yeah,
the Wild
exactly.
had.
It
Like it
was
was so
more
much
of the
more.
base game. Yeah. It was just
But
like the base game
but it
expanded.
wasn't.
But
You're
I felt
right,
like
because
it
they also
was.
took
Wasn't.
away areas. Yeah.
No, like it truly, I do think it, like, to me, I know what you're saying in terms of like the themes of Majora's Mask versus Ocarina, but while the themes aren't really, I guess, the standout of the new two entries to Zelda, like
No, it's all gameplay.
it's the
Hmm.
gameplay, which is
Hmm.
what makes it
Yeah.
stand
The
out.
world
And that,
I
exploration
know
is
Tears of the Kingdom is
insane.
like Roblox basically, right? With the Ultra Hand.
in a way, I
It
mean,
can
It's
be.
yeah,
like gummy Roblox, Minecraft,
But it's
stick shit
also like it's
together.
not
but
super dependent on it, thankfully.
no,
Right. Like
exactly.
you can
The
play so much of the
caves.
game without engaging in it in a very like minute way, that you see people doing. You don't have to do that.
No, yeah, totally. You
Um,
could barely engage with it. You could, once you make the little saucer thing, the little
I
fucking
mean,
bike, you
mhm,
don't really ever need to do anything again
I
with
mhm.
did
it.
have a lot of fun playing it the one time I played it with my sister
Really fun.
because you could do really dumb shit. It's
Yeah.
definitely the
It's a
funniest
great
Zelda.
sandbox. Yeah,
Yes.
It's the
like
Yeah, it's a
funniest,
physics
maybe the
phenomenal
based
funniest game of
sandbox.
all
sandbox.
time,
Super
actually.
cool.
I had
It's
the same like laughs and the same enjoyment as like
I think I
running
remember
down a
watching you. Yeah,
parade
it's like some
in
Looney Tune
Grand Theft
shit when
Auto.
you were playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just blowing
totally.
yourself up
Just
with
like taking
bombs.
10 years to
Yeah.
build trees together end to end, and then you put it down, it
Hmm.
just immediately shatters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that kind of
so
stuff you can't
fun.
write, you know? It's great
No.
physical comedy. But
The joy of gaming.
I'm fine not buying it and playing through it because I didn't care about the story at all, and I did not
Hmm.
care
I
about
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
that's
any of
not
the
what
No,
dungeons or
the
anything it
things you
presented.
value in Zelda
Yeah,
is not
the
there.
story and the
Yeah.
dungeons are, yeah, they're non-existent. I mean,
right. So
it's
I'd
I
bad.
like
And
like
I'm
I'm
Crack
with
with you
you
Rock.
there.
there.
Fucking what is it? Crack Rock Gerudo Village?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
literally. That's the only, like, that's
just,
the only thing that would keep that game from
just
a 10
crack
out of
me
10
up.
for me is
I
that, yeah, it's missing that charm, but there's
Yeah.
so
So
much
that's the thing.
like
So
value
it's
in
fun.
everything
Like I would
else.
play it at someone's
Mhm.
house. I'd be like, "Hey, check this out," and I would spend an hour, setting fire to shit. It's fun. It's funny.
I
But
like the NPCs
I
in this
would.
Me
game. I
too.
think they've got a lot of
The
charm
NPCs are
there.
better than Breath of the Wild
Oh, for
for
sure.
sure.
Hmm.
For
But
sure.
I would rather play like Link's Awakening if I had the
Fair enough.
chance.
Yeah, if you wanted to
No,
like
I
really
get it.
get to know characters,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not the game. That's not the game for that.
But if you want to inhabit Hyrule and like the realization of that and those the creatures, like the return of so many creatures
The
in that
music,
game, yeah, like
music is
oh,
so good. It's
it really.
like if you owned it, Nick, and you had it to play, you would play it.
Mhm.
I
You
don't
just didn't
know.
buy it. You would. Because it's the gameplay offers enough, and the exploration and the discovery and everything else offers enough to keep you going without the story aspect
Mhm.
where, like, I'm with you. I wish there was better dungeons and a more compelling
Yeah,
story. I
like
mean,
more
at the end of the
interesting
day,
bosses. I mean, there's
Zelda.
like bigger creatures and shit
Are
in
there
that one too.
bosses?
There's like
Yes.
boss type creatures now that
Then
roam the
there's
wilds.
Yeah.
That's
was it
actually like
the
sick as fuck. To
Yeah.
see.
Some
It's
of
like,
the
Storm
oh,
Blight
boss
or
creatures
whatever
are
in the first
sick.
game?
No, there's a lot more.
no, there's more.
There's a
Yeah,
lot more.
Yeah, I
it's not like
guess
Dragon's Dogma or
I think
anything
it
like
was
that.
just like a steady disappointment after seeing the initial trailer with the like re-dead Ganondorf, and
Yeah.
then they'd never followed through on any of that
Hmm.
There,
presentation.
The mystique that they
there is
created.
more story in Tears for
No,
sure.
like the scary, dark, undead shits.
Yeah, like the corruption and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, they
Yeah, I
didn't
mean
go
that's like the
super hard
whole.
on it.
I mean,
That's
But
the whole
the
thing is like it's
whole
just like the
underground.
blight again, right? It's just like the
yeah,
hands coming out and get you.
Those are fucking scary.
I
The
don't
first few
know.
times you encounter those, oh my God, the
I don't know,
sounds
man.
and the fucking hands chasing you, Sam.
I think I was
Unexpected.
more afraid
Yeah.
of like the Wall Masters in Ocarina of Time.
Oh, Ocarina of Time's terrifying. So is Majora's
Yeah.
Mask. Yeah, there's no question about that.
the art leaves so much to your imagination because
Yeah.
it's
Fucking,
lower
it was
fidelity.
horrific. Yeah, the
Yeah.
shadows slowly
Right.
It's
growing
fucking
around you.
horrifying, dude.
Yeah.
Noise.
Yeah.
Those are terrifying.
That is the I suppose the or what can be detracted when you have such like a beautiful art style
Mhm.
as
Oh,
the
for
new
sure.
Zeldas, right? It's like, well,
Those
it doesn't
others-
really look scary because it looks fucking
Right.
It was just
awesome.
jump scares.
Yeah.
Like it was the
Mhm.
jump
Yeah,
scares
it's
that like got
unexpected.
you.
Like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to tone back on the Miyazaki and get more of the fugly Silent Hill PS1.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps this new Zelda on the Switch too. Yeah.
Yeah, the new
Yeah.
Zelda
And yeah,
Switch 2 is just
Metroid's not a system seller for me either.
I forgot that was
frankly.
even
Like,
coming out technically.
like I think Nintendo has really strong IP. I mention this like every time we talk about what their future is. And they really are, Nick mentions like the only company that has
It
exclusive
makes games.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And there's so many like
know.
sleeping giants too. Like a new Wario game. Okay, I have to buy a Switch 2. I don't have a choice. A new
a new
WarioWare game.
Xenoblade, right?
Xenoblade. Thank you.
A new
Good one.
Xenoblade, like
A new
on the
Rhythm
Switch
Heaven.
too.
Oh
right?
yeah, Xenoblade X remake.
I have
Wow.
Xenoblade X. You're not missing out.
I want to replay that because I never got a chance to really get into it because the Wii U
It's-
fucking was so cumbersome to fucking play.
Xenoblade X is like just. Did you ever play Dot Hack?
I-
classic
No, but I
Dot
know
Hack
what it
system.
is.
Mhm.
I
It's
know
like
what
the
it is.
same like MMO combat.
Single
and
player
this is the
MMO.
grind.
Mhm.
It's like the Xenoblade
I do
X.
like
They
a
focus
grind,
more
though.
on the gameplay than anything else. But the problem is that I was never playing Xenoblade for the gameplay.
No, definitely not.
Gameplay is not the
At
fun
least-
part.
At least
It's nice
not
to,
one.
it's nice to topple stuff. It's nice to get spike effects off.
Yeah.
But I'm not playing it because I love
Oh,
doing
you
it
love
so much.
stacking and stacking
Yeah.
and stacking.
I'm doing it because I want to see what
debuff
happens
after
next.
debuff and yeah.
In two, I like actually. I'd say two is the best gameplay for me.
The
But
launching
That's a franchise I've never really gotten into. I played X hilariously, but that's the only one.
2 is a
Oh.
game where the DLC is probably better than the main game.
I mean, I'd say that about three as well.
Really? I
I
like
The DLC of three is the best of all of them.
I think I
Personally,
played that.
it's so fucking good.
I'll
Torna's
play
really
it
good
once.
too.
Yeah.
Torna's really good too. Like, don't get me wrong, that
Yeah.
DLC is excellent. But
So another one of those, you'd be locked in.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
for sure.
Right? Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna
Zelda,
get
honestly,
Xenoblade, Smash, new
Yeah, literally.
Mario, yeah.
Any
Wario.
any Nintendo series, I can't think of a single Nintendo series where I'd be like, you know what? I'll pass. That's not the one I said. I said it's Zelda. Then again, they probably tricked me.
Yeah, Star Fox. Where do you guys land on
Don't
Star
give a
Fox?
shit.
I
Never
don't
mind.
give a
I
fuck.
don't
Not a
give
lot of- not a lot
fuck
of
about Star
nostalgia.
Fox. I never played 64. I never played Assault. I never played
Same. Just didn't have
Zero.
them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Didn't have them. I probably would have loved them if I had them. Just didn't have them. So that wasn't that I played.
Isn't that interesting? Some
Yeah.
games, just like they pass you by, like they literally pass you by. It's like I
Yeah.
don't think I could latch onto this in a way that I could appreciate it more than beyond like novelty with some games.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You guys ever played
Yeah.
Legend of the Dragoon?
is that the
The
PS1
PS1
game?
Yes.
The RPG?
PS2?
It is PS1, yeah.
PS1?
Yeah, it's PS1.
Yeah, kind of spiky
Like the
haired guy
Sony-
with the
Yeah.
armor.
It's
and
like
he turned into
the
a dragon.
most JRPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like up there with Legend of the Gaia, just like pure nonstop tropes thrown at
Like,
you.
is this Final
I never
Fantasy?
played it, but I've heard it's
Legend of the
good.
Gaia
Oh, you
is
haven't?
fun.
Downloaded it. No.
No, it's
Legend
just
of
like
Dragoon.
told me to play it.
I mean, if you like JRPGs, it's
Mhm.
great. It's
Yeah,
like
I do.
it's like
As a
grandma's
5-year-old,
stew.
you'll- yeah.
Very, very just like home feeling. Very
Yeah.
genuine.
Mhm. Yeah, that it feels like a game that someone would make an RPG maker today.
Okay.
So the games that people make, trust me, man, the games
Referencing.
people make in RPG Maker are like horrifying monstrosities. They're great.
Oh,
I mean,
I expected you to
yes. You certainly know more on the subject than I
Oh
do.
yeah. No, it's like a game someone made an RPG Maker like 10 years ago.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. When they're trying to reference
RPG
that
Maker
era.
games are no longer
Nowadays.
trying to replicate Dragon Quest. It's all like, how do I use my limited tools to turn this around and like
Yeah.
scare you?
Subvert, yeah.
How do I make you think that I'm in your house and I'm gonna
I'm in your
crawl out from under your
house.
bed and stab you at night?
It's
Like
funny.
that kind of stuff. Ever since you made Nikki, that's been the main appeal.
Right. Well, excellent. Moving on from the Switch 2. How many more games do you got, Nick? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, you heard of Butcher's Creek?
I have. You mentioned
I
it.
played through all of that. You played Condemned, right? You guys
I
both
did.
Criminal
Condemned
Origins.
Criminal Origins. Do you remember those games, Jake, on the Xbox 360 era?
I
There
think
were two of them.
so.
You were like
I
police
did play that.
detective. You had-
FBI special
Yeah,
agent.
I didn't I rented them on GameFly, and I
Okay.
didn't play it a ton.
They were like
Hmm.
action horror games, first
Yeah,
Yeah,
person, really
forensic,
weighty combat.
investigative. Yeah.
yeah,
You
I
would
had it
Beating
beat
up
for.
on
meth heads to death with a
homeless
lead
and
pipe.
meth
I remember I
heads.
had
Yeah.
to send it back quick for some reason.
My mom saw it. She's like,
I
"Why are
know.
you
I think
beating that
something
homeless
else
man to
came
death?"
out. I think something else came out that I really wanted to play until I just sent it back because
Oh,
I wasn't super into it.
Call of Duty 4 is out. By
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Condemned.
like a game with friends came out, and I was like, oh, I
Dead
just
Island, here we
get
go,
this
baby.
again.
Oh yeah.
Might have been if it was
No.
around that time.
But
Look at you, Voodoo. Oh, you
Yeah,
know.
dude, I
Butcher's
can replay Dead
Creek
Island. Dead
was
Island's so fucking crazy. The first one is so ridiculous.
So
Champagne.
stupid.
I can't believe it. I can't believe how
Champagne.
bad they bungled that series.
Oh
Anyways,
man.
now
So
Butcher's
okay,
Creek is
Sorry.
like
Butcher's Creek.
Yeah, sorry.
spatially the developer played Condemned. Like, wow, this
Hmm.
combat system, this combination of like being really in control of your environment, having all these utilities, but also feeling fucking horrified the whole time that someone's gonna dart out from the corner and jab a needle in your neck and kill you is really great for like a straight horror game. So Butcher's
Hmm.
Creek is like you're playing as a guy who's obsessed with snuff films and death.
Mm,
So
okay.
you go to this
Edgy.
town that is known for producing snuff films, and you get captured, and you're completely naked the entire game. You've been
Vulnerable.
stripped, and you're about
Extra
to be
vulnerable.
slaughtered like a pig.
Yeah.
You are just like fighting through all these disgusting snuff film producers. And so everyone in the game is this like completely disgusting, horrible person.
Uh-huh.
And all the combat is like
Manhunt
very,
vibes.
very visceral, violent, sickening sounds.
Hmm.
And it's like playing the whole game, I felt very sick to my stomach. I felt
Yeah.
queasy,
I
but
think I
which is what
followed the
I
developer
wanted.
on Twitter.
It made me feel
So
physically ill to play it. Maybe I never felt scared. If anything, the game is at its scariest when you're not actively fighting for your life. When you're fighting for your life, it's like almost adrenaline inducing. You're like a rush. You know, it's
yeah, yeah.
really something crazy when you're alone and like these really claustrophobic, horrifying, like concrete, disgusting areas, just dingy shit
And it's
and
kind of
blood
like
covered.
low fidelity, low poly art style,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Kind of
It's basically like a playable
grimy,
snuff
gritty.
film. Great
Yeah.
game. Great game. You guys should try it. If you get the chance. Really, really fun.
Yeah, I'm not that into snuff films, but
Well, it's
maybe.
not real.
The combat, no, I like
It's really
play
weighty combat.
yeah, from playing Condemned and remembering the appeal of that, I think I preferred generally the philosophy of the first game compared to the second
It is much more like the
Condemned.
first game. It's got a lot more
Okay.
darkness. There's no,
Okay,
you do
it's
have
not
a
like
flashlight.
weird like a combo multiplier
Yeah, no, there's
finisher
none of that
shit.
shit.
Like, that
There's no
was
like
so
combo
weird.
breaker when you like snap a homeless
Like,
guy's
why am
neck.
I? Yeah, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like
cool.
you're in these
I
really
mean,
horrifying, disgusting environments, and the tension is broken by a serial killer being like, "Who the fuck are you?" And they're like, "Oh, thank God, I'm not alone."
I
It's like
see.
it's difficult to
I
place, but
mean,
it's like a unique experience, and I enjoyed it.
it reminds me of the feeling I got playing Manhunt
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
young person, right? Like that game, I mean, like obvious the snuff film angle is a similarity between the two things, but the atmosphere of that game is so uneasy,
Yes, it's you
right?
feel constantly like sick playing it.
Yeah.
Your character's like a bad person, but you're
Hmm.
killing other bad people. So like this is kind of it's like all
There's
right, moral.
nothing good is
Yeah,
happening, right? And yeah, and you feel vulnerable. And I think the narrative decision to have your character just butt ass naked, like that, that
Mhm.
definitely like will add to the
Completely vulnerable.
psychological layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like
fuck.
once you get stripped naked, you can like
Think
step on
about
broken
that.
glass, and you guys like ah, you take crazy damage.
Yeah, like and the fact that it has gameplay reinforcement is even cooler. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it sounds like something like that's the thing though. Like I'd have to be in a specific ass mood to play this game, you
Yeah,
know.
wait
I'd
till
have
the
to like
wife's
watch
out.
Green Room or something, or like I'd be like, damn, I need something visceral.
I
But
like to play it after a nice long day of work.
Yeah, that sounds like
Mhm. So
a
how quick
thing.
was it? How long was it?
You could beat it, honestly, if you're speeding
Like
through
a
it, probably in
weekend?
like 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh, a
But if you want to
weekend,
take your
like an
time and really like
afternoon.
look at everything, really like get a feel for everything, probably like 6 hours.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Okay. What else you got? I'm curious. What's next in the queue from Nick? Yeah, go get some water, Jake.
All right. So yeah, I played through Benbow Quest finally. In case we ever get
Mhm.
that guy on.
Okay.
It's just
You don't
like
need to rush through
complete
this one yet. Tell me all
complete
about it.
shit post game, but also surprisingly actually pretty fun, pretty decent. The main character it's weird because the main character is like fully animated, pretty good movement, fun to use, solid hits. It's fun to kill stuff, and it screams like I think that the sound effect they used was Pee Wee Herman screaming when the characters die. It's got like a lot of
Good.
really stupid shit that I like. Like if you go to the options, you can be like, "Oh, language English," and you try to change it. The game says you can't change it. It's like difficulty gamer. If you try to change the game, it's like you're not allowed to change it. So I like that kind of
Very
stupid
good.
stuff. The story,
Right up your
completely
alley.
mindless, dumb shit, intentional misspellings everywhere. Fight the skeleton army. You're like a little girl who punches really hard. You can like jump, do crazy hits, charge
Okay.
attacks,
I didn't.
dashing. There's
I
a
wasn't
surprising
sure
amount
what
of.
the gameplay loop was when you guys
It's
talked
an
about them
action
before.
platformer.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
like an RPG or something, but
No,
now
not at
it's.
all. You would think so based on, the main character's appearance, but
Is
no.
this a solo dev project?
Yeah, okay.
Or
I think
wow,
he had a couple of people make a couple sprites for him, but everything you fight is like a different variant of skeleton.
it's surprisingly like there's a fluidity to. I'm watching footage right now.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not super hard either. I'd say the only difficult level is the hell level. Kind of felt like playing
mhm.
Cave Story. Benbow Quest.
Benbo.
Hmm.
Yeah, charming, and it has that
Yeah.
kind of
Charming,
Super
funny,
Nintendo
stupid,
kind of color
epic,
palette.
dare I say? Oh, that color palette's not consistent.
Mm.
It goes. You'll
Oh,
see
I
if you
see.
if
I
you play it.
see.
It's fun. It's worth a try. It's completely free, so you have no reason not to try it. You'll know by the time you finish the first level if you will like it or if you completely hate it.
This is something in the spirit of Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Wow, 2018, 7 years ago.
Benbo Quest 2 any day now.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that I've been playing. I've finished. I think I already talked about Knuckles Sandwich. I finished that game.
We talked about that. Yeah,
Waited for that for a long time.
very good.
Next game, finally finished
Next game.
Mullet Mad Jack. Turns out the
Okay.
voice actor for him was the original English voice actor for Kiryu. Found out when I beat the game and they
Oh
did the
wow,
credits scrolling.
still working. Love
Yeah,
to see it.
very fun boomer shooter type game. Really takes that
Hmm.
Doom high speed action aspect, really ramps it up. I love the killing. I love the shooting. I love the screaming and moving.
The
I
aesthetics
just,
of it. Is it like retro
it's like
80s
an
or is it
OVA.
like
It's all based
okay?
on like an early 90s OVA. Everything about it. Made by a small team in Brazil.
Oh, I love that.
It's a very cool game, very
Yeah, it's
fun.
very vibrant.
Very crazy. I don't know what happened. I was like stuck on the 50th floor for a long time. Then one day I just went all the way to the top in like one sitting. So it's just like you'll keep playing it, you'll keep bashing your head against it until it just clicks and it all just falls together.
How long was this one?
I mean, it took me like weeks, but to get to the point I was at. But when I finally
Hmm.
beat it, I went through like the last half of the game in one day, in like a couple of hours, like 3 hours. So I guess it just depends on how fast it clicks.
Yeah, it looks like the aesthetic of this game, the heads up display, everything about it. Very appealing. Yeah.
And yeah, outside of that, Hades 2 new update. Finally getting back to it because they finally finished the Summit course.
Oh, nice.
For the longest
That's
time, they
cool.
only had the underworld setting
Mhm.
finished, so I finally got back into it. Haven't noticed a
How
huge difference, honestly.
how long do you think it'll be till they're done with that?
At
I'm
least a
so
year,
excited.
I'm
Oh my
sure.
God,
You
yeah.
get away at
Who are
least
you
a
playing
year.
as in the second game?
Zagreus' younger sister,
Hmm.
Melinoe.
Hmm.
She's got all new
Nice.
weapons. I mean, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's
Looks
fun to
fun.
kill.
Looks so fun.
I would say it's now is the time to start playing it. Now they actually have the full game essentially. Because the point they're at now, they've said the only thing that they want to include, the most major thing they need to include is the actual final update. So like the bosses you fight are effectively like the final bosses right now.
Hmm.
So it's at a much more complete state than Hades was in early access. Because I think in early access, Hades only ever got up to like the second world's boss, and then the game would
Oh,
just like
interesting.
end. So it's
Hmm.
it's very different from how it was then.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I'll probably wait till it's fully done just because that's what I did with Hades. It was a really great experience because there was just so much content.
Hmm.
And
That's a smart thing to do in this era of gaming.
that, dude, I'm
Is
a
waiting,
patient
waiting
gamer.
months after.
Yeah.
Wait till all like
I
I
think
almost the part of the thing with Rebirth is I don't think they're coming out with the DLC, right?
no, I'm
I
sure
don't
they
think
are.
so.
Yeah, that I'm gonna
I'm
just
sure
wait
they
until
will.
the DLC
Just
comes out.
because
I thought they said they weren't
I didn't think they were
because
going to for the original, but then INTRIGUE came out with the Yuffie shit. So
Yeah, that's why
I
I
don't believe
waited for
them.
that one.
Like
Yeah, and they did
I
DLC
always
for 16. So
I always think about,
yeah.
Tekken,
I gotta play
Harada,
16, dude.
right? I think when Tekken 7 came out, he was like, no guest characters will be added. There will be no DLC for Tekken 7, like 6 months later. Announcing the first new character for Tekken 7.
It's so
Yeah,
funny, dude.
Like they always got a lie.
Yeah,
yeah.
his slightly unrelated. I'll keep it brief, but that fucking post he had about Itagaki
Oh
was
yeah,
just
shine
so
some light.
great. It was such a funny read,
Their
but
whole
also very
dynamic.
insightful.
Very when
Yeah,
he's like forced him to play Dead or Alive 2 in his office privately.
and he's
And then
like, "So what do you
he was
think?"
like he's like, it's
It's
fun.
good." He's
I
like,
learned later he went back to his office and told everyone, gentlemen, today we beat
"We
Tekken.
won. That's it." Yeah,
God.
I think that's incredible, and just his like the way he addresses the readers at the beginning. He's like, "If you are like the typical person on the internet,
Yes,
stop reading
if
this.
you have no attention span and you cannot read longer than a sentence, don't bother.
Don't
Wait.
bother. If you comment too long, you will be sent immediately to like your ancestors." Shit like that.
Nah, man,
Oh,
Harada's
I love
great.
that. Yeah.
He can lie as much as he wants. He's allowed. Yeah, Molyneux, he'll be killed if he does that again. But Harada, he
hmm
can lie.
Molly has already been crucified. He has no sway in the industry anymore.
I don't know. What was that? What was his last project? The mining the cube game or whatever?
Yeah, no idea. All
Hack.
right. I think that is a fair critique at this point in time. I think you can say that without feeling too yeah, like you wouldn't have like much ground to stand on. I think you can stay behind that. All right.
Rifting hack.
With that, and I don't really have any games I feel like bringing to you guys aside from
I can keep going.
no, it's cool. It's cool. We'll close out with
You should keep some in the bag for next time.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
not give all the good shit away.
Mhm. We don't want to, yeah, lay all our cards on the table, pal. That's funny. Now let's close out with our community Q&A because
Oh yeah, yeah. We
people
got
actually had
questions.
some questions, which
Oh.
is quite amusing to me.
I know. Oh joy. You can tell.
Yeah.
No, what? No, I love Q&A. Let's do it.
From
Yes.
Hugh, he said, "What's been going on?"
Jake.
Very general.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's been going on with you
Yes, Jake?
specifically, Jake?
I think did he
Where have you
address
been
me?
these past few episodes? Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
just work, dude.
it's true. Real life is
Real life is rough right now.
Yeah.
That and then
I was gonna
just
say
every
that.
fucking weekend is just something that I have to do, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
that should come to an end soonish.
That's good because I'm going to be preoccupied for a few weeks. I'm sure
Well,
in the near future.
I'm gone first
Being vague
or
as
second
possible.
weekend of March, but I think I'm free otherwise. And my nights shouldn't be. I can do weeknights again soon, hopefully.
gone,
As long as no
what?
storms happen. Storms
gone-
happen, I'm fucked.
GDC weekend, but can't remember anything outside that.
I think it's the same weekend I'm gone, right? 'Cause we
Yes, it
only
works
talk about
out. Whatever.
There you go. We'll be live from the floor at GDC.
I snuck in. Tickets are $800.
that. Are they really?
They're insanely expensive.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm not going to that.
I'm not either.
You want to take
Crazy.
the next question, Nick?
What's that? Oh yeah. Have you ever seen Gremlins 2?
I haven't, frankly.
No,
I've only
have.
seen the
don't
first
even
one.
know what it is.
Pretty good.
You don't know what Gremlins 2 is?
You know what Gremlins 1 is?
Gizmo and the
You
Gremlins.
put water on him,
Okay,
he
I'm looking.
duplicates.
Come on, man. You know
You feed him after
Gremlins.
midnight.
You are our
asking
age.
ChatGPT what Gremlins is right now?
I'm not asking ChatGPT.
Like, he's asking
I'm not
Grok.
asking ChatGPT.
I guess if you search any search engine, you're kind of asking ChatGPT. In a way.
What's the Chinese one? Actually, don't
Oh,
say it.
yeah,
Don't say it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
say it.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah, the Mogwai.
You know,
It's been a
Gremlins.
long time.
Yeah.
So
Gremlins 2 is pretty good. Crazy ass movie. Honestly,
Is that the one
a lot
that
of
just like
of,
completely?
yeah, just doesn't care at all. I mean, it's not people describe it like, oh, they just shit all over there. Not really. I mean, it does a lot of stuff that's completely different from the first one. It's a very unique film. It has a lot of weird meta fourth wall breaks. There's a scene where the movie
Yeah, it
gets
feels
sabotaged by
irreverent.
the gremlins and Hulk Hogan shows up and he screams at the gremlins to fix the movie. And that's how the movie starts playing again.
Okay.
Because
Ah,
Hulk
definitely
Hogan
haven't
was
seen
watching
two.
the movie and he got pissed off.
Oh, I see. Wow,
This
The
was before,
80s. Incredible.
the incident.
What a time.
So he was still well liked.
Yes. Hollywood Hole.
What will replace Smiling Friends in the head shops?
Wait, did Smiling Friends go away?
Yeah,
No, you remember how
what does
Rick
that
and
mean?
Morty was in every like weed store?
Mm.
It was like Rick
Oh
smoking
yeah.
a bong, and now
Or
it's gonna be Smiling
pickle Rick
Friends.
piece. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. What's gonna replace Smiling Friends? What's the next thing to replace Smiling Friends when people run out of interest in Smiling Friends glassware? What's gonna be next?
No, there's that new not new substance.
are they making like?
There's that new series on Adult Swim about the guy with the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what I
That'd be
was
kind of
thinking
funny,
too. The
right?
some side effects or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Mike
uncommon side
Judge. Mike
effects.
Judge's show.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
really?
Yeah,
I really enjoy.
he's in it.
He's in it too. Yeah, I've watched a few clips and
I haven't
I'm
seen that.
surprised at the.
What's that called?
I think uncommon side effects.
Common side effects.
Common side effects. Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, maybe it'll be a return to Beavis and Butthead or SpongeBob. Like when 2000s, early 2000s culture, is cool
Right.
again right now. So
Yeah.
maybe there'll be some bizarre
I think
shit.
Like
Yeah,
Ross to
Shrek.
Homer Simpson smoking backwoods.
Yeah. What was that, Jake?
I think I get a new Shrek.
Are they?
I think
Shrek?
so, dude. I think we're
Like a
getting
new
like a new
another
one?
Shrek. No, I think we're getting another
Shrek
one.
Bong.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe you said early 2000s.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
that's
Mike
that's
Myers-
the most.
He's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Um,
thank you for that answer. What's your favorite way
You're
to
welcome.
stay active? Give us the fitness routine, Jake.
I bought weight so I didn't have to go to the gym anymore. Because gyms are really expensive around me.
Gyms are expensive. Home gym
Fucking
is the way.
crazy. Yeah, no, staying active. I mean, I got this little timer on my work computer.
I
Nick
love
has
this.
it and makes us stand up, makes me do fucking take breaks.
oh, I
It's
have that
good.
too.
I literally wouldn't take breaks probably without it. So like at
Mhm.
first I hated it. That's still annoying, like in the middle of something. But
Mhm.
yeah, it'll
That's a
make
good
me take,
habit to
like,
have
5,
to
10
make
minutes.
time, to take time.
It's actually very, very nice.
I'm on my feet.
Makes me
Oh,
stretch out my
man.
arms. But that and just I don't know, trying not to get fat.
Mhm. That's
Like-
how you stay active.
Yeah, dude.
Not
I
trying
don't
to
want to
get
get fat. Like
It's
every
true.
time I look at myself, I'm just like, ooh,
What's going on?
ooh.
Yeah.
This-
I see.
I'm
I'm
torturing
30 years old
myself
now. This is not great.
constantly.
I
It's
can't just
barely.
eat fucking ice cream, tacos, and donuts anymore.
Mm-mm. No way, man. Wow. What about you, Nick? What's the fitness routine? What do I have to do to look like Hugo? The viewers
Ring
ask.
Fit Adventure, and I like to go on walks with my wife.
Genuinely
The walks are great.
Ring Fit Adventure.
Sure, yeah.
What is that?
It's like the fitness Nintendo game.
It's the
Like, you
Nintendo
have
Switch fitness game with the
peripheral.
ring. You squeeze it,
You know,
and your Joy-Con is like, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey,
Hey, nah,
it works.
dude.
It works.
If it works, absolutely.
You live
It's
in
like
a hilly
Wii
area,
Fit, but they're
so
not.
that's
You don't
good
have a
walking.
scale, so it
I should
doesn't
get,
like
like,
call you fat.
Okay.
Remember that
Like a
when that
DDR pad.
girl played Wii Fit and she's still on the scale, and the Wii was like, "You are obese," and they sued Nintendo.
That's crazy. No,
That's
I don't
emotional
remember that.
damage, Nintendo. You can't call me that.
And Miyamoto was like, in the
Defamation.
courtroom. He's like, "Fucking look at her! Look at her!"
Oh.
Hey, Nick, no fat shaming.
That's what happened. It's in the fucking court records.
Yeah, this course sketch of Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Just
Miyamoto like pointing, like pissed off,
yeah.
like crying. And the girl's crying. I can't believe that
shit.
happens.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember clear as day. I saw it in Game Informer. Me personally, we have a little like pull-up bar, kind of like and dip
Yeah.
like rack, or I guess what would you call that?
Yeah, I got one of those too.
One of
Yeah,
those.
those
It's
are
very nice.
Those are nice. I don't
Nice.
use the dip one as
You
much
could
as I
do-
should because
Yeah.
it's really hard.
More exercises on
It's
that.
really
than-
exhausting.
I wanted
and other
I wanted
things.
to go to one of those rock climbing places, but I heard that they're exclusively frequented by polyamorous groups. So I didn't.
Next time you visit, we'll go to a climbing gym, or we
Yeah,
could go to a
climbing
climbing
gyms are
gym.
Are
great.
you trying to proposition me?
Not
Not interested, pal.
No. We
Yeah,
don't have to.
no,
We
let's
don't
do
have
it.
to do any like top roping or anything. But
Nah,
Nah, I wanna-
just boulder.
bouldering is.
Yeah.
is
I want to go up a
fun
sheer
time.
surface and then,
Yeah.
fall and feel the fear of death.
Your forearms will be
She feels
destroyed.
awesome.
I hope so. I want him to look like Popeye.
They just
You certainly
bouldering and
could
rock climbing
if you do it enough.
destroys your forearms.
Yeah.
Really
There you
good for
go. There you go, Sean the Sheep, and Antoids, and Hugh. Thank you for those questions.
Yes, thank you guys. I'm
I
sorry
don't think I'm
not-
gonna take that next question.
What? I really like this girl in my class, but her crouching light is safe on wake up. How can I make sure my quarter circle forward reaches her?
Fighting game community humor. You when
Yeah,
you
I think
said
so.
it made a lot more sense than reading it over text.
Do you think
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, took me a minute. Now I get it.
Okay, very good, very good.
I'll just leave that one to Nick. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
how
kind of
how
I already
can you make
said
sure
yeah.
it's quarter circle forward?
you
Bait the
gotta
throw.
space it out, bait out the throw, tech it, go for your eight, and go straight into your Aegis setup,
Mhm.
assuming you're a
Okay.
Urian player.
All right. What is
Good charge for
I
that.
can understand most of these terms. What does safe on wake up mean?
So safe on wake up means that when you get a hard knockdown, when your character
Mhm.
is rising up, that means that they're able
You
to
have like
throw out a
iframes or something?
crouching
Or
light move as you're getting up, and they can do it. And whether it hits you or you block it, either way, they are safe. They are in no danger of you
Like
retaliating.
mm,
teching and
No, this is like the phase where you are in the process of standing.
okay.
I see. Oh, well, you know what?
Thanks, Nick.
I have no fighting game strategy to offer here
No,
because
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not great at them,
Me neither. In
frankly.
fact,
But I do like playing them. All right. And with that, that is our last question.
It's counterpick Akuma, perhaps.
From our wonderful Video Ditch community. Thank you, as always, everybody. And thank you for listening, for reaching the end with Nick, Sam, and Sleepy Jake on tonight's episode of Video Ditch. In the future, I think we've got some interviews coming up, or maybe just
We just
another,
might. I have
you
some
know,
responses to send out after this.
definitely got to play some SOP.
Stranger Paradise. Yes, we got to get back to streaming.
Been too long.
Real life truly does get in the way.
Yeah, dude. Like I actually want to play that game a lot. That's fun.
Mhm.
You too, but
It's been so long. We should just start all over.
I'm down.
No, you're insane. Why?
I don't
We're at
remember.
For the
Tiamat.
classic story, I've already
Oh,
forgotten so much of the
yeah,
good
Jack
fucking
Garland
I
thrilling
know.
is
story.
It's really just
truly
the Jack moments.
base protagonist. Well,
We
I
should
got to
just
get back
do
to
a
playing.
viewing party of it, of watching just all the cutscenes.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Sorry,
My
Sam.
Way. My Way by Frank
My way,
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. Immediate ban. I got to get back to Pirate Yakuza, fellas. So
Yeah.
with that, we have been Video Ditch.
Escape calls me.
We'll leave everything down below. Thank you for listening, and keep on gaming in the free world.
Peace out, y'all.
See ya.
Out. All right.